table 3. Harmon, table 3. Put that on the last floor, TV, please.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Australian Open Plate here at Rockhampton, the Australian Nationals. On the right-hand side, we have Greg Segal playing Joshua Hands, and on the left we have Andy Barnett playing Joe Watkins. Josh Hands is a very good up-and-coming young player, but Greg Segal's a veteran of the craft and he's demonstrating his class here clearly. But Josh is at the table now, the chance to get his first frame on the board. I think he'll go at the yellows, and all the yellows are on. He just needs to maintain a tidy white ball, and he should have no issues over there. Meanwhile, on the left-hand side, I was about to say Joe Watkins come out of the snooker, but he has not. It appears he was on the yellow balls, and he's just fouled. So Andy Barnett now has a very good opportunity to go 3-0 in front with ball in hand, and looks like just one problem to address. It looks like right now he's going to try and nudge into this. Oh, okay. No, the red must pass to the right middle. I'm not at the event, so I'm not sure how these middle pockets are playing on these Rasson tables. Looks like that might be just a simple drop in. Meanwhile, on the right-hand side, Josh Hands is trying to work out if he's on this ball to the bottom right. Oh, he's caught that one a bit thick. He'll be a bit disappointed with himself there. He would have been expecting to get those, but moving on now, Greg has a chance to go 4 in front in this race to 6 here. However, his balls are a lot more difficult than Josh's were. Seems he's got a ball on the right-hand side rail, which is not the simplest of shots. But it seems the primary issue is he's got no real starter. He's having to play this long ball and swing the right around a bit. Oh no, he was there. Played a safety there. It's obviously concluded that the balls were a little too tricky for him to take them on. But as it is, I don't know if he'll be very happy with that safety, because he's given Josh a simple ball to the left-hand side middle, and with angle to bring the white down the table to deal with his balls. And here we go, Josh has spotted that, and now he's got a good opportunity to get these. A little unfortunate that he's knocked that red into the path of the black. I think the black will not pass to the bottom right now, so he'll have to get the white back where it is currently. Actually, now reassessing the table, I think the yellow, the one he's just tried to flick there, while the red just above it, that yellow may not have passed to this bottom left pocket. So that would be why Greg opted for the safety there. Thought it was just too much to ask for Josh. Now he's playing another safety. So he's promoted all his balls now out into the open and left Josh in a position where he's not in a spot where he can make a simple finish. Another factor to consider is Greg is comfortable at 3-0 here. Josh is yet to get a frame, so Josh must be feeling real back against it when your opponent's playing all these safeties on you after you fail to make the clearance. Looks I'm wondering now if Greg is still thinking in favour of safety rather than attack. I would think to attack here, the first ball is the ball to the middle, but that might be a bit to the left middle, but that might be a bit of a thin card. So I think he is playing some sort of turn over here, leaving a good white. Luke's just waiting. He's got all his balls on the table as obstacles for Josh. So he's just patiently waiting for an opportunity to have a simpler attack. However, it does look like he's found himself in a spot of bother here, Greg. Because but it looks like what he's going to do is he's going to pop that ball and then play some sort of turnover shot on the left-hand side, yellow. Or he's going to play another snooker.
Table 1, can you please start the match? Table 1. Table 1, can you please start the match?
I'm not quite sure what Greg's thinking here. That is turnover. Turnover and leave. Well, he's just got turnover. He's not really left a safe white because Josh now has opportunities to claim the pocket for himself. And if he can get a decent white as well, he can put Greg under the pump here. And there may even be the opportunity for this yellow to sneak in under the red. Is he playing? No, it looks like he attempted to either squeeze the yellow under the red and into the pocket, or a skill shot. And if either had succeeded, he cleared up the block in the process. Greg still opting for the snooker. That tells me that none of those reds must have been on to this bottom right-hand side, because I would have thought there was a real good opportunity for Greg to attack the frame. But he's happy just waiting. Alright. Good snooker escape there by Josh. He may have just landed on a double here to steal this frame of Greg. I'm not sure if he can double this to the middle or if he has to go to the top right. He's had to go top right. And he's just missed it. Bad luck, Josh. And you'd have to think that is yet another frame to Greg here. It does depend if he has to play a plant here or if he's... Oh, he's played yet another safety. Just happy to wait. I've never seen Greg play before. It does seem he's a very cagey player based on what I've witnessed here. Josh managed to hit the ball and not sneak in around it into in-off, which is a good result from where he was. But the yellow is now moved to a much more awkward position. Now it looks like Greg's going to take him on. Nice start. And he should have no worries here at all taking this frame. He's probably a smidgen straighter than he would like to be on this ball. But he doesn't need to force the wide up that high for him to have a cut back on the lower of the two reds on the right hand side and then come out into the middle of the table for the final one. So he's down here, this should be fine. Even if it is a little bit too thin, you can just run the wide a little bit further and play a longer pot. And on these smaller tables that they're playing on, these Rassons, which are smaller than the 7-footers we're used to playing on, no, there aren't really, long shots aren't as long as you'd be used to. Where's those shots? There you go. Perfect. So for Josh to come back here, he's going to have to come out of the gates flying with a couple of quick finishes, which he's certainly capable of doing. Shift over to the left-hand screen here. Joe Watkins. Oh, I was about to say he's made a nice finish here. And he's let the white get away from him a tad there. He's going to have to be looking at some sort of triple for this black, I believe. He's clipped the yellow. Bad luck, Joe. Looks like Barney will be taking a 4-0 lead, so we could very well see short order here, 4-all on both matches in the last 64. Dan, is this the last 64 or the last 32? It says 64 on the screen, but 32 on the stream. That's to Dan Lynch if he's watching. Huge break by Josh there. Very good spread. What set he'll fancy? Make the argument for either. Reds have a much easier starter. But the Reds, there's one red that's a little bit tricky. Of the two reds right next to each other, the one to the left, looks like it only goes top right or right middle. The argument for yellows was this ball to that's on the right-hand rail would have been the starter, and then they linked up a bit nicer. That's a nice shot there by Josh. Now it's just all going to come down to how we can get on this ball to the left of the white now. I think he might be stunning. No. He's screwing back actually. Oh no, yeah, okay, so he's stunning over to try and pay it to the bottom right, and he's landed on it. He's just going to have to play this shot. It's going to have to travel a fair bit, it looks like. He's going to have to get this to hit the top rail and then come back down for his last red to the bottom right. It's a big shot here. Oh no, he's just upped it to hold. Oh, I see. The black must go to the bottom left. And he's thought, rather than swing the white around the table like a maniac, he's going to just keep a tidier white, play two nice pots to finish the out. It's a nice pot. Yeah, just as I said before, for Josh to come back, he'll need to do some rapid fire break and runs, and he's succeeded at the first one, it seems. Very nice, Josh. Both frames are racking up at the moment. Welcome to everyone watching the stream. Hope you're all excited for this year's Nationals. I know I certainly am. Greg's break didn't explode anywhere near as well as Josh's did. So this is a bit more of a clustery frame here. That probably suits the way Greg plays, based on what I saw in the other frame he won. Yeah, so Josh has attempted to smash these balls open and make another clearance. It's a very aggressive line with how clustery the balls were. And as it is currently, it looks very difficult. So he's had to double there to break those balls up. So that's not a bad attacking shot there. He's made sure all of his balls are on, but the one just below the black. And he's not really left Greg much of a starter, so Greg will be looking for safeties here, I would imagine. Nope. Forget about that. Greg's gone for an attack. He's played a nice pot there. And since he's gone for the attack, his reward is that he's got a finish available to him. Another nice pot there, freed up the black. Greg's done a real good job here of punishing the aggression from Josh. On the left-hand side, Andy is on the reds, and he's got a very simple last 4 balls to clean up. He just needs to get shape on the. Just got to transition up the table here off this ball, and his clearance is over. So yeah, both the front runners are continuing to run here. these matches will likely be over very quickly unless... Yep, nice shot by Barney. Nicely done by Greg. So that's 5-0 and 5-1. Alright, so Segal's at the table on the right hand side here. It looks like Joe's got a good chance here to get his first frame on the board. I just wonder what the strategy is to address the red on the left hand side of the table. That might be his biggest problem. He just rolled it in nicely, and unfortunately he missed. It's the critical ball there. I'm very upset with that. But, I mean, he did have his back against the wall to come back in this match anyway, but he would have really liked to get a frame on the board there. But anyway, on to bigger and better things, I say. As long as you learn from these sorts of interactions, you'll come up better in the long run. Greg's really fallen out of position on the reds here. He's been chasing for a bit and can't see much way he can pot this red. And yeah, Barney made no mistake on the left-hand side. Quickly polished those up. Well, like Joe. Now Josh has his chance at the comeback. I wouldn't say Greg's got the scalp yet. Ready? Still has to get the job done here. Yeah, he's in an excellent position. Yeah. Bad luck to Josh. That looks like it's all over. Both matches. Oh no, Greg's missed there. Very surprising. I must say surprising just because there's no real pressure on the shot with the enormous lead he has, but we all make mistakes. There we go, Josh. His grand chance to punish and rattle off the old 5 in a row here. Ooh, that's not an ideal start. I think he was wanting to be on the ball on the left-hand side, the bottom left. Just going to play a longer putt now. Yeah, nicely done. So, yeah, I wonder if he'll play a little nudge on either of these balls, because it doesn't look like he can quite hold. Oh no, he was actually perfectly straight. He can hold easily, never mind. Alright, he's just got to keep his nerve now. And he should be getting these. Nice shot. Alright, one back to Josh. Oh, this from Greg gives another chance to Josh here. He's stoked with this opportunity.
Those participating, feel free to make your way down to the table 8. The girls will meet you down there and we'll start very shortly. Those playing in the T140, head down to table 8. Thank you.
Yeah, these balls don't look too tricky, so Josh I would favour to get this one back. Just got to control the white nicely, and he should be getting them. Alright, well now it starts getting a little bit scary for Greg. He was sort of given. He was, you would say, well, not gifted, but given it back in the last. What you call it? Last frame, and he didn't capitalise. Now it's looking all sorts of dodgy. When you're only 5-3 up, one more mistake, and then suddenly, Josh can get it done. So. I mean, it's always hard to close out a match, especially against. Oh, okay. Never mind. I was very. I'm actually very surprised by that shot. It didn't seem like it was necessary. I thought he could have just cut it. But maybe it was a lot thinner than I thought. But anyway, Josh lost his best opportunity there to get the frame, and now Greg's just thrown in a nice safety there. So Josh will be. You'd be thinking this is his last realistic chance at getting this frame. And he's landed with good angle to make something happen here. Just any nudge, or he can land on it to the top left and try and roll through to the black either to the right middle or top right. See what he prefers here. He's opted for the nudge, and yeah, this looks serviceable. I'm not sure if it passes to the top right, or if he's got to play a real thin cut to the middle. Anyway, I'll introduce the left-hand side match. We have Travis Martin from Victoria playing against Simon Singleton. One of the favourites, you would have to say, for the great shot. Oh, great shot, Josh. Well done, Josh. Alright, now Greg will be feeling it for sure. But yes, so Simon Singleton will be one of the favourites for this whole event. The New Zealanders got invited to this year's Nationals. They have a North Island and a South Island side in the teams events. And Simon would be one of their finest. It does appear he has ran the first rat. Oh, what is going on? Not sure what's going on there on the left, but anyway, 5-3 on the right and Josh to break. Let's see if he can whip out the old sledgehammer break like he did before. It's a nice break, and he's got balls. Okay, neither set is simple, it seems. Black's a bit tied up. There's no real... Yeah, he does look for the reds. I'm wondering if he's planned for the red just above the yellow on the left-hand side is to... Oh no, he's freed up the black straight away. I wonder if this red that's just above the yellow on the left-hand side passes to the bottom left. If it does, these are very gettable. If it doesn't, he's got to land in a small area on the left in order to get to that one. Has it got the legs? It does. Nice shot, Josh. Hold the white nice. Oh, he's landed. Great shot. That's a great shot. All right, now he's just got to demonstrate his nerve in potting these. Oh, actually, I will add the red that's just, the next red on the bottom right here is also a little awkward to get on, but he's held beautifully on the black there. That's a great shot. Josh is looking in fine form now. He looked a bit scratchy earlier. Looks like he's coming into his stride, so Greg's going to have to play well to close out this match. Whereas it did look like he was just going to walk over it before. That's what we like to see. Great shot, Josh. Seems he's got his supporters up and about. It's good to see. All right, Greg to break. It's a real good break, real good spread, and he's got a ball. Great chance here. Oh, they're not simple. However, they've landed quite awkward. I would think the yellows are the balls, and your first shot you're playing this ball to the left, top left, as some sort of plan. And then you just want to leave yourself on the left-hand side of the table so you can play one of these balls to the bottom left and swing the white round to get the black out. I'm sure his shot is on the left-hand side. It looks like Chuko's hand, actually. He's on the reds. Chuko's Travis Martin. What's going on there? Alright, foul by Simon. That's a nice shot by Greg. So it looks like he's just going to play the yellow to the right-hand side and just get himself angled, either swing around for the black. No, he's just going back off this one. Looks like. Oh no, he's making up his mind still. Oh, and that's an awful position to be landing on the black. If he doesn't sink this black, we think Josh goes favourite in this frame. Let's overcut it, and it's not sat over the hole. Oh, that could be all over for Greg. If Josh can run these and then have a big break next frame, could be done. Oh, that's a great shot by Simon. Nice safety there. Greg's going the double, not gotten it. However, he's junked up Josh's balls there. So Josh has some hope. Josh just has to play... He's just going to play either a good promotional safety or some very aggressive long putts. What do you look for? Taking this on? Did, full-blooded. Oh, he's played it with an element of safety. But you've got to wonder what his plan is for those two balls at the top. It's very awkward. Even before that, he's still got to nail that to stay in the frame. Oh, that's a great shot. It looks like... Oh, he was close. If he went a slither further, he would have had a good angle of his other ball to get down or nudge them. As it is, I think he's got to play this ball to the bottom left, and I wonder if he'll go into them or just try and pot him as is. Oh, he's just landing on him? Oh, I see. Oh, okay, well, this makes a lot more sense. There's 2 good putts left. Josh to go 5-all now. Nice by Chuka and nice by Josh. So 5-all. This what looked like a uncompetitive frame here has really come down to the wire. Very impressive. Break by Josh. He's got a ball and he's got an opportunity now. Yeah, he's opting for the Reds, and his hardest ball to land on. Oh, I was going to say his hardest ball to land and looked like that yellow to the left middle, and he could have landed on it there, but it's often not to. I wonder if that. Sorry, the red just below the back. I wonder if it passes to the bottom right. That's the biggest question in this frame. If it does, then they link up quite nicely. You can just come up the table, deal with all these, play the ball to the left-hand side rather than to the bottom left. And then she's all done. But if it doesn't, then he's got to find a way to get into it. Meanwhile, if he misses, yellows look very nice for Greg. Oh, Simon, are you on that? Oh, he's only hit that by a mile. He looks frustrated with himself. Alright, so Josh has control of the white now. So he's on the wrong side of this ball to the top left, but it's not easy to, not too difficult to break. So he's looking at. I see. No, never mind. He's actually perfect on the white because he's confirmed there with where he was lining that up that this red at the bottom does not go anywhere, and he's looking at nudging it now. So he's got angle on the ball to the middle to get into it. That's exactly what he was pointing his cue at, nudging the black into it. However, it's gone pretty poorly for him. He's lost the white, the red still doesn't really go anywhere, and he's made the black more difficult. Meanwhile, on the left-hand side, Chuka is in with a great opportunity. Oh, Josh has played a safety. It's rare being him, but yep, it's a good game awareness by him. Because if you have a look around, the yellows have gone a little bit junky. There's 2 balls to the bottom right, don't really go anywhere. And 2 balls the white's nearest to now aren't on. So Josh just promoted his ball and letting Greg have a go. But you would think this game now favours Greg being the... Oh, I would not have... Oh, I would never have done this. That was a very risky shot by Greg. Just because the only way this red went anywhere was by leaving Josh under it like this. Now Josh can cut this to the top right, and it's a very big shot. But if you do anything else, he has no shot. And on top of that, Greg didn't really promote a ball that wasn't already on. I wonder if he was trying to have the white hit these 2 yellows on the bottom right, but he just got a poor line. He's overcut it. But even so, Josh's balls are now all on, and Greg's balls still aren't. I wonder if Greg will... No? Okay, I was about to ask. I wonder if Greg will cut this yellow that's below the one he's playing now to the bottom left and use the white to go into the 2 that are close to each other. But it looked like he wanted to pop that first and get better angle, and he's underdone it. So now he's in no man's land really here. Meanwhile, Chook is in an excellent position on the left-hand side. He's just got a few roll-ins over there to go 2-1 up on Simon Singleton. Greg's playing a safety. He's trying to nestle the white under these 2 yellows on the right, and he's done that. That's a nice shot. And it looks like he's actually made them on too. I think the top one will go if the white's at the top end of the table. Oh, Chuka, that seemed unnecessary. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Chuka really tried to check that up and hold as neat a white as possible, but he could have just played a pot from a bit more distance. He could have rolled the yellow in, left the white on, say, the black spot, and then just cut that along and been fine. But he tried to get a bit neat on it, and as a result, didn't land on it at all. But he's played a good recovery there. Simon now needs to come up with a double here to get the frame, and he's not done so. So no harm done, Sugar. Your safety made up for it. Made up for the error. Well, if you can call it an error, it is. Sounds like Dakota in the background there cheering for Trav here. He goes 2-1 up. All right, meanwhile, back to this 5-all frame. Greg's at the table, and he has actually got a chance here. This yellow will squeeze under that red to the top right. He's just got to get the white out far enough for... And he hasn't. He needs to... It was a tricky shot because he needed to get the white to where it is now so that he could then cut the other yellow to the top right. And then he also needed to navigate the gap there. Now Josh has the best chance he's had to win the match. He's got to hold. Well, he may not hold. He's got options here. So he can play this red to the top left and bring the white through the gap to land on this red to the top right. But he's bringing the middle pocket into play. Yep, so there you go. He's played a very nice shot there. He's held on the yellow, and he's just going to play the cut back on this red and play the final red from distance. And as we've seen earlier, he's been no stranger to these bigger shots. Someone's dropped their cue. Yeah. Oh, he's missed the pot though. He just had to avoid the middle, which he's done. He's missed the pot. Which means Greg is a fantastic opportunity to win this frame. This has been a bit of an epic last frame here. It's been back and forth everywhere. And now they've both had a very good chance to seal the deal here. Let's see if Greg can keep it together. Great shot. Great pot. And that should be the match there, that pot, because he's got the white in a decent position. He needs to get further enough off the top rail. Now he's got a nice pot on this yellow to the... Oh no, he's screwing back. Even better. So it guarantees he's going to be in a good area. Nicely done. Now it's just well, he's got the option. I think the throw on the slit cloth will mean he doesn't want to play top here. He just wants to screw back because it'll grip immediately. And that's what he's doing. Play that nice. Just taking his time. Nicely done. So Greg got there in the end. It wasn't epic. Well played by both. Bad luck, Josh. And congrats to Greg. It's good to see big matches like that. Go back to the left-hand side. Simon is on the reds. He's played a containing safety there on the against Trav. Got coverage on the left, which means the yellow down there is no longer accessible to pot, and left a very bad white. I wonder if Trav will look at the up and down here, try and hit off his yellow on the left to pop the red over the hole. Leave the white down there. The shot might be a bit greedy, but if he succeeds, I think he'll be in the better position. He's played another bit of a creative shot there. Free up his yellow at the top. I don't think it's helped him here. I think it's helped Simon. He's played the plant. He's played that very well. Perfect position to free up the red that he hit. now I expect him to make no mistakes here. The one thing he needs to do is either nudge the black with the red next to it, or land on that red to the left middle. Oh, he's missed that. That's very surprising for a player like Simon. I wonder how much. This is the first of the nationals I've really watched, and I've seen a few scrappy misses and whatnot. I wonder how much the humidity and the general conditions are upsetting the players here. Because usually I would not expect a miss like that from Simon. I think that was a miss as well. Bit of nervy, scrappy pull here going on. Oh, and here we have Sean Dempsey and Matt Harmon, another big match over here. It's be two of the better players in this event. Sean Dempsey's the young fella from Victoria who's been winning everything of late. Matt Harman, very good player from ACT, been around a long time, been winning a long time. It looks like Tripper attempted a promotional shot and a turnover there, but he missed on the turnover. And now it does look like Simon has one obstacle, and he can try and land on it straight away, and that is the red to the top right of where the white is now. Play this ball to the bottom, and oh no, he didn't even try to land on that. Must have other ways of doing so. Yeah, playing the red above the black now and floating over to it. Looks like his choice. Oh no. Oh, it just goes. Well, that's a better way of dealing with it, I suppose. It just goes, pot it. A bit more conventional, one might say. Simon's made a mistake in getting the... Oh, well. He's making us wait, though. I can't see him making any mistake here. It seems done and dusted. Now on to Sean Dempsey. On the reds here, I think the red at the bottom left does pass to the bottom left pocket. So I would be thinking he's for sure to get these. Nice shot, Sean. Wasted no time here in going 1-0 in front. That's a tremendous break on the left by Travis. A little bit awkward for the Reds. I would think he goes Reds. I don't see any potable yellows. Oh no. Oh, so he's on the yellow at the bottom left. Oh no, he's over cut it. Yeah, okay. So the Reds were just all awkward because they were all hampered by that yellow there. Whereas the yellows all out of home were just a little trickier to navigate. However, having freed up that pocket, the Reds... okay, no, the Reds are still a little bit tricky. Just because he's put that yellow in the way of the Reds that would go to the bottom right pocket. Yeah, Simon's on just a little focus on the right hand side here. Matt Harman is completing a finish on the red balls. He's just got to make sure this shot is neat and tidy. Though, it can sort of, I was about to say, it can sort of be anywhere. Because if he does manage to go too far or not far enough, he can always play the ball on the bottom first. But as it is, he's landed good on this ball to the top. Just screw back a bit. Then he'll play a cut to the bottom left and get on the black. So it looks like this is going to be 1-1 on the right-hand side with just two good finishes played. The instant round, he just opted to... Just going to play the black to the middle A. Wager. On the right, looks like Simon. It's completing a finish. The obstacle... Oh no, Matt had more angle than I thought, so he has come up with the black to the bottom right. Had a nice shot there. So Simon's challenge is going to be getting on the red to the bottom right. Good. It's not the biggest area to land in for it because it's obstructed by the yellow. But the reason he's left that till last is it links nicely to the black. Once he pots it. Has he got enough angle on this ball? It looks like he does. So he's just going to play a bit of a stun, maybe a bit of right hand side. I wonder if he'll use the rail before the middle on the right. That looks about where he... Well, actually, he kind of aimed for the middle there, which just judges the pace nicely. And nicely done. So 3-2 to Simon. Hey, Sean gets a ball off the break. It's first in. Neither set looked very easy. The reds seem the more gettable. If he can just float through a little bit and use the... Oh, no, okay. Very good shot. This ball was his major issue. And he has landed on it, but I think he's not quite gone far enough so that he can just slither on past the yellow to get on the other red to the bottom right. I think he's going into the yellow, which means he's got to judge the cannon. I'm not quite sure what angle he has. He's gonna... So to complete this out, he's either gonna have to be on the left-hand side of this red to the bottom... Oh no, he's just played a safety. I see. Just played a little promotion there in his reds and left a tight white. That makes it difficult for Matt to do much. Just recognise that Matt's balls are also junked up by his reds here. Okay, so since that pass, I'm actually very surprised Sean played the safety. He didn't at least attempt something, because... See, I thought when he played it, that ball wasn't on, because Sean just left Matt the natural angle to extract his only real dead ball. And while the finish is not... it's not super simple from here. Oh, well, actually, it depends if this yellow goes to the middle or not. I don't think it does. So he's just got to land on that yellow that's in the middle of the table. He's got to land on that one. And I think he can now play this ball to the top right and then land on it to the left-hand middle. He's opting for this way. Oh, and it's not a very good shot. It's another unexpected miss here. I'm seeing a lot of people hit the balls wide of the pocket in the same way. I'm not seeing many people hit them thick. I don't know what's going on there, but it's just a coincidence or... So Sean's safety seems to have paid off here, because he's in for a not super difficult clean-up here to go 2-1 up. That's a nice start by Sean. That's a nice shot. He's got good angle on his red to come out to the left-hand side of the table. He's just putting his hand where he wants to be. And that's a nice shot too. Still kept the white on control. He's on the right side of the red. Come towards the black. Very nice. He opted there to, rather than try and land neatly on the black, he's just played for a bit of an area to where he's always guaranteed a shot. And he backs his potting to get it done. And so that was a real good mop up there by Sean. He's went a little awry in his initial visit, and he made a good safety to get himself back into it. And the error from Matt. Error from Matt came, and Sean won the frame. Meanwhile, on the left-hand side, we have Simon at the table. It's an open table, and he opts for the yellows. So he attempted to go into the pack there, to break the black out and the yellows beneath it. Does look like all his balls are on now. It's just he's got a couple of awkward options here. So for the ball to the left and to come out to the center of the table. Yeah, so Simon decided that ball on the left was either not on or too difficult to land on. He's played a real nice cannon there to promote it to a better position. Now his only real difficulty is getting on the ball just below the black. I think he's getting on it now to the middle. Black does look like it goes to the bottom right and the left middle. Might be a little straight on this. I don't know what way he'll choose to get on his last ball. Looks like he's forced the angle there. And he's landed perfect. Nicely done. Another good finish by Simon. He's keeping a very good white ball and potting very well. Looks hard to beat. Now on the right hand side we have Sean at the table on the red balls. Matty seems to have fouled. And it looks like Sean's gonna... Yep, so he's gonna play this ball to the bottom right and get on the ball to the left middle. And you'll see that the reds, they link up quite nicely. After left middle, he can go right middle, right bottom. I just wonder when he'll choose to come up the table for his one red out on its lonesome there. Give me a second, guys. Hello guys, I'm back. It looks like Sean missed, and Matt is at the table. Oh, and Matt has also missed. We've seen a lot of mistakes here for the last 32 at Nationals. The conditions must not be ideal, I would imagine. So yeah, Sean's balls don't look too tricky. So I'm just going to address these two first, and then no, he's going to use that ball he's just placed over the hole there as his connector to get on the black to the middle, or get onto the left-hand side of the table. Just keeping things as simple as possible, it seems. Your Chuka has tried to land on that ball there, and I think he's just done so. Just far enough. Yeah, that's a nice shot. It's come out to a good area. Looks like he can play either ball here. We'll see what he goes for. Nice finish there. Well, Chuka's got a little more angle than you would prefer here. Based on where he put his cue, I don't know if he's planning to land there or if he's just lined it up. He's going to try and screw back the black to the middle. Which he's done. Is that nice? Yeah, and he's landed pretty good. These blacks are missable though. Just going, walking around the table and resetting himself. A lot of pressure on this. Keep himself in the match. He's gotten it. Nice shot. 5-3. Matt's first at the table on the right, and he had ball in hand here. Home ball. So the white was knocked in on the break. He's opted for the yellows. Biggest issue for the yellows is all things on the bottom right hand side here. We've got a yellow tied up near a red, and we've got other yellows that are a bit tricky to land on. He's got angle here to come down the table, so he can begin working on them. Oh, that has not gone well. Oh, that's not going well at all. He's landed in one of the worst spots on the table. So yeah, he's looking at a safety here. He wants to get his yellow on, just like that, and leave as tricky a shot for Sean as possible. But in the process of this, he's pretty much always going to make that red on the right on 2. So if Sean can nail a good pot over distance here, he's going to have a chance to steal this frame from Matt. But he may also just be looking at a safety himself. He's just looking with his cube for what spots he can leave the white where it's tricky for Matt. So he took the pot on, and played for as safe a white as possible. It does look like it's gone further than Sean wanted. As a result, it's left Matt this pot to the bottom left. So now, but the other advantage of the shot Sean played is he's blocked the black to the top left, which was its natural home. So for Matty to get these now, he has to. Oh yeah, that looks okay. He has to get down to the top end of the table for the black in the left middle, I believe, or even to the bottom left. But yeah, it's a decent opening pot by Matt. Can you control the cannon of this red? And that looks... Ooh, I'm not sure. I can't quite tell how that's gone. He may only be on the yellow to the top, cutting into the middle, in which case the white's running. On the left, Simon has made no mistake there. He's made a nice clearance and has secured the win. 6-3. Baylock Travis fought well. Yeah, against a very tough opponent there. Matt's played an excellent shot there. Putted that ball to the right middle and managed to get the white nice and close to his work here with angle, so he can now come up for the black to the left middle. Or is he gone far enough? Or is he gone too far? No, looks good. He's on it. He's at the very least on it to the bottom left. I think he's on it to the middle. Nice putt. Oh yeah, I was at the office pretty much all day yesterday, and you never turned up, and you never answered my calls. I'm like, the fuck?
Segal, table 28, first call. Segal, table 28.
I've been away, it seems Matt has leveled it up, and he is at the table here. The tables have turned. Matt's on the yellows, and the yellows are all on. It's just more about keeping the white in a good position. It looks like he's done that. These two on the left were a little awkward in that he had to play the one below first. He's managed to land good here. And now, yeah, he's just going to go 1, 2, 3 in the middles here. And then I would imagine using this ball on the bottom left to flick out for the final ball to the bottom right. So we're going to depend on if he can remain on the right side, on the right line for all of his shots. And is he on the ball to the left middle now, or if he's going to go this right way now? So yeah, there's a few options, and they all sort of depend exactly what line the white's landed on. So yeah, he's supposed to play this one. That looks good. Now it's all going to be on the how he uses the ball to the left middle to get on the black. Because there are a lot of obstacles if the white's not nice and close to it. We've got another match starting here. Dane beaten. Oh, that looks like a really good shot by Matt. Really good shot. Yeah, he's landed excellent there. on the right side of it. He's landed nice and close to it. Now there's no obstacle for him to get on the black and go 4-3 in front. The great man, the juggernaut, Mr. Professional Rusty Wheeler is about to start on the left-hand side. Won the Slate Pro Championship this year, which I believe was the biggest tournament this year in terms of prize money. Very loose and aggressive sort of player. Likes to attack the balls, likes to play big, crazy shots. Always a pleasure to watch is Rusty. Bit awkward for Matty on the right hand side here. He's playing the long pot. I can't quite tell if that's going well for him or not. I think it's not on. In which case, it's back to planned C, D, or E here now. These pockets are a lot more generous. I wonder if it does go off the left-hand side rail. A little bit similar to that of a 9-ball. Oh no, just cleanly on it. I can't quite tell from the camera angle, unfortunately, where Matt is. So we'll just have to see what he does. Dane Beaton is first among the balls here. Got a ball off the break. It seems the only option he has is the yellows, unless he wants to play a very thin cut to the top left on the red. Going for the yellows there. And yeah, there's a not landed good at all on that first visit, on the first shot. Meanwhile, Matt's missed and left Sean a perfect turnover and snooker to get complete control of this frame here. Dane went for the big plant at the top left and has missed it. Giving Rusty a go here. Like a nice shot by Sean. He's got the snooker. He's cleaned the pocket. It's going to have to play a very good shot out of the snooker here. Just steal this frame. Shoot it all over. What's Rusty going to do? I wonder if he's going to find a way to attack, and it looks like he is. It's like straight away. He has options. Like he can just land on the red to the top left and play a turnover and claim the pocket and leave a bad white. I wonder if he's got more aggressive ideas here. Oh yeah, actually, maybe he's just opted to clear those few balls and then play it later. Seems to be reassessing each shot. Like he doesn't have. He's not really thought what he wants to do yet. He's just seeing how things land. But now he's doing something with his issue down here. Meanwhile on the right, Sean's played a really tight safety there. Promote and safety. Yeah, so Rusty has opted for the turnover. And it doesn't look like he's left Dane much of anything. Dane maybe can smash double this and try and get the white out as his best chance of winning this frame. Because I would think any sort of turnover where he just comes off the yellow and pops the red over the hole, it's just leaving Rusty on. And the great pot of that Rusty, oh nice escape there by Matty. What he needs to do to stay in this frame. Oh, he's nailed the double. That's an excellent shot by Dane. Absolute masterstroke there. He's landed plumb, it seems. Sean's played another. Oh, he's missed that one though. Ooh, that's costly, I reckon. Rusty's balls are all on now. It's just a matter of can Rusty get on the... Okay, so he's gonna... It's like he might be either trying to get on it now or just have a good angle on the ball to the top right to get on it now. And if you plan these balls just long like this, just land there and roll these balls into this bottom right pocket. And he's tried to get some movement on that yellow. Rusty's landed Hampshire there, looks like. Rusty's having to... Get his old manoeuvres out there. A thin cut here to the centre, or is he playing it long? There's the centre. Let's play it nice. Meanwhile, Sean's got what he's waited for. All his balls are out in the open, easily accessible. Now he's got his hard-earned mop up for 4-all. Oh, Sean's landed just a little off angle here. See what he does. Yeah, he had to use the side rail there. I think these Racing middles I've not played on them, but I've heard the middles are a lot more generous than, say, on a Supreme. And or a black ball table, for example. And the middles on the Supreme or black balls weren't particularly difficult, but they were maybe a touch tighter than your typical Rusty. So Rusty's had to, he landed a bit snookered there, and he had to play a masse to hit that ball. And when you masse around a ball and hit it full, the wide often tops through like it did there, and the pockets gobbled it up. So error from Rusty had given Dane a chance to go 1-all here. Surely. I think he's plumb, but that looked dicey there for a second. Certainly not textbook. Yeah, close to this, you gotta. It's very easy to misjudge the line. That's why he spent a few times looking at it there, but. For all. Well done, Sean. Kept it together. And now Dane, he's got angle here to get into this ball on the side rail here. I wonder if he's going to attempt that. And he's just put. Oh, that's going horrifically. Oh, he's landed tight to his ball and in no man's land. Oh, if it's touching, that opens up certain safety opportunities. But I don't know if they're much different from if it's not touching. Just needs to find a way to not give Rusty anything. Maybe it's leaving the white in the sort of below the black sort of area, or if it's like this, just leaving it tight to the rail. Rusty's no stranger to these masse type shots, as we just saw when he nailed one and followed it in. So even if he's not quite on this, which it looks like he is, well, Rusty's overcut it. Another chance here for Dane. Oh, he's once again in a very awkward spot. Looks like he's got to drill in a long pot. Although once he does that, you'd think his balls are in pretty good position. Oh, jeez. Generous pockets there. Oh, so Dane's going off the rail to knock this yellow under the red. Oh, so good effort. I did question that shot somewhat because I would have thought the long pot was easier. And once you nail the long pot, just this yellow to the bottom right, and just roll through it a few inches, you then just drop into the middle, drop into the left middle, and then come up for that ball that was on the rail to the top right pocket. But anyway, Dane's been gifted a golden opportunity here. Rusty has found an in-off. It's 2 in-offs in the one frame. Certainly a bit loose. So now Dane's taken the path that was outlined earlier. However, the ball's no longer on the top rail. It's just sitting neatly in the centre. So I'd expect no mistake here for a player in the last 16 at the plate. So, wonder what Matt's plan is for this ball on the left. Is he playing it now? I would think that is what he needs to do. However, worth noting is I think the black is quite awkward. Alright, so he's nudged that ball off the rail now. Oh, I wonder if he's got angled. If he can smash this ball in the middle and have the white come off the top rail and into his yellow on the left, or if he's a bit too straight for that. Might be close. Matt's attempted it, and this might be okay. This might be okay. It looks disastrously, but it may still pop to this bottom left pocket. If it does, then he's still all right here. If it doesn't, he's in all sorts of disastrous trouble. And based on him not playing it, it's like it doesn't. Can I get into it again? No. I wonder what his plan is. It may pop to the top left. He may have to get into it here. Either way, this is not going according to plan at all. And meanwhile, Sean's balls are just there waiting. Yes, his red's not accessible on the left-hand side. It does pop to the top. Oh, it's not accessible to the left middle, but it does pop to the top left. So that's playing this now. Oh, does that go? It does. That's what I was asking before about the 9-ball rail. It looked like it hit the rail about the fork line and still went in. Good pop by Matty. Now he's just... I wonder if you nip this in the middle or if you've got to double it. I would think it needs to be doubled. But as I said before, the middles are a bit more generous than the typical Supreme. Big frame this, real big frame. Looks like he's come for the double, and it looks like he's pretty good on it. Might have to get a bit hard to straighten it up. But we've got time out at the moment. He's waiting for Rusty, so might as well analyse what Rusty's doing. He's on the reds here. He's got the option to cut this red to the bottom right, swing the right round. Looks like he's going to play this ball to the left and get a better position. Might be good. Question is, does he miss the red or has he got to judge a cannon? Looks like he's playing bottom. Yeah, so he's judging the cannon. Looks like he's judged that nice. He hit it a bit thin on the underside, so that the white would then come off the bottom rail and get back on it. It was a really nicely controlled shot there. And that was also very well controlled. Judged the cannon there on the yellow. How much of that was... oh no, he's floated! Oh, Sean will be sick. I thought he might have been a bit too wide on the double and having to smash it to straighten it up. Looks like he might have got a bit of a double kiss there, or else hit it off the jaw and it went wide of the pocket and has managed to quadruple down to the bottom left. Sick. Poor Shawnee. But, you know, that's cool. That's what happens. And yeah, Matt's break, and he's gotten the ball, so this could be his chance right now to just close out the match. See you later, Sean. There's a real good out in the end by Matt. Just not quite how he would have wanted it to end. On a bit of a jag.
Table 27, can you please start the match? Table 27.
But looking at this frame, it looks like everything is junk. It's not... Nothing looks nice. That cluster at the top right looks dreadful to deal with. So Matty's... Wonder what the plan is to address there. If he gets good at far angle and one of these balls to the bottom left, so he can smash one of them in and fly off with the white and go up to the top left to create some movement. There's a lot of good outcomes there. Yep, so that's what he's done. So he's got an angle on this now. So he can play a big screw back and try and crash into things down there. This is a big shot there. This could be his match-winning shot here if this goes nicely. Oh, he's played that like a genius. Got perfect arc on that. He got perfect cannon, but he's still not solved all his problems. He's got some convoluted combination shot here or something to keep this out going, but it looks real tricky now. Oh, he was on that. Well, okay, well, he landed a lot better than I thought. However, the shot he had to play was still very tough. He had to super thin cut that and try and check it back, check the white back to then create some movement. And it's, unfortunately, the ball he hit onto his other ball to create the cannon is floated behind the red and not gone on. And he hasn't got any cannon on his other ball, so everything just went wrong there. That was just pure chaos, but he's still at the table and he can make something happen here. And he's managed to find an in off and open everything up for Shawnee, which was probably not his plan. If I were a betting man, I'd wager that that was not his plan. But he did have a great effort, a great crack at those frames. However, now let's put ourselves in Sean's shoes. Your opponent's just made a big mistake there. He's opened the whole frame up for you. You just roll these balls in. It's your break in the final frame to win this match 6-5. These are the sort of finishes you should be making 100 out of 100 at Sean's level. So it's just all going to come down to holding his nerve on a big stage like this, the national championships. Based on how he's played this, I think he might be just potting this ball at the top there clean and then using a thin cut on the red to the top right to naturally bring the white up the rail. Yep, that's what he's doing. Just needs to avoid playing a horrible shot where you hit it too thick and you crash into the yellows. Just Steer clear of them. Yeah, he played a bit of check just to make sure that definitely couldn't happen. It does look like he's landed fine here. He can hold. If he can't, he can always just use the bottom rail. That's what he's done. Oh, that is a very bad shot. He must have just convinced himself that the natural angle was avoiding the red on the way back. But as we saw there, it just never was, and he needed to stun that ball to make the white come back on the tangent line and avoid that. Meanwhile, on the left-hand side, we see Dane Beaton is about to go 2-all with Rusty. So Sean here, he's got options. He can play a safety, which he's done. He could have played for some crazy jag insane triple, which he opted not to. I think I like his choice. He's played it well. He's made his red decently on, and he's got a snooker. So Matt needs to not only get out of the snooker, he needs to promote his ball so that there's any pressure on Sean, and he's got to leave Sean as difficult a shot as possible. So it's a tall order, but it is still, Sean will be thinking this is still a disaster from the position he was in just a few seconds ago. And Matty's played a genius shot. He's played that perfect. He's played that absolutely perfect. He would have been trying to hit the back ball like he did, because there were a lot of good outcomes if you hit the back ball. If you hit it full ball, the white will just trickle through a little bit and he would get the same snooker. As he did, he hit it thin and the white has come back up and snookered behind that yellow. Very good shot by Matt. There that goes. Unfortunately, I missed Sean's shot, but it must have been an absolute belter because he was cooked. And now Sean has just one pot to seal the deal. Just make sure to not snooker yourself. And it's 5-all with him to break. And he's made no mistake. Great pot, Sean. Great position. 5-all. Very well done. Oh, you'll be feeling it now. The pressure is huge on both of these players. It's been an epic match. The battle of young versus old we saw earlier against Greg Segal and Josh Hand. Greg managed to get over the line. See if there's a different story here between the young Victorian and ACT veteran. Very nice break by Sean, and he's gotten the ball. It does look like all the reds are on at first glance. Looks like this red goes to the right middle, and the red near the black goes to the left middle, which means it's just going to be a matter of keeping a tidy white, and this match is over. So key difficulties is the well, first of all, pop that. She's done. The 2 balls at the top, he's got to address at some stage. And it looks like here, he's nudging into the black if he plays this ball to the left middle now. So he may use this ball to the bottom left to get straighter on it. Does seem like that's his choice. Just has to not have gone too far. Even if he has, he still has one more ball to the bottom right. It's his last chance to get on that red. However, after playing that red to the left, unless you just bang straight on it or just off centre, it's kind of hard to get Posy on anything else after it. So he would want this ball to the bottom left, bottom right, still there after playing. Yep, so he's coming up the table now, it seems. He asked for his extension there. I think the clock here, it's a 45-second clock with the 1:15-second extension per frame. He's taking on the harder pot here. Played that nicely. I've seen a lot of players missing them thin for some reason this tournament. Sean's just clearly better than all of them. Well, just a glance briefly over the left-hand side. We're about to see a crazy shot by Rusty here. He's got to get the black out. Oh, that's a great shot. That's a great shot. Just need the white to get something up there, and it was bound to be a good outcome. And he's got a shot on the black to the middle. Meanwhile, back to the 5-hole match. Oh, Rusty missed that. Jeez. Alright, so Sean had to run the wide a bit. That was always the issue with those balls at that end of the table. Was the transition back after playing them. If they were his last balls, it was trivial to get on the black from there, but it's always going to be a hassle. Now it looks like he's a little awkward. See what he comes up with. Just a few putts away from victory. It's just all going to depend on the white ball. Got to play this one long, it seems. Big shot here. Oh, he smashed it! And that's perfect. I think that is perfect. Is it? Oh. The question is, if he has too much angle, if he's straight, you just roll through, red to the bottom right, you're done. But it all depends on what angle he's got here. The pitch in the pocket, he's looking at judging cannons, so it's clearly a little bit awkward. Oh, he's got a cannon and he's got a shot. Oh, it's just super thin and super awkward, but he's got a shot. Do or die. I believe he's going to cut it to the bottom right, and the white's going to be flying all over the joint. Curious if he can judge the pace nice. Oh, he's judged a nice cannon off the yellow, and that's superb by Sean. That's brilliant. Brilliant frame in the end. There was a bit of chaos ball there. The white was never quite in position. But he's got the job done, and that he'll be pumped. Well done, Sean. Very good comeback there. It looks like Dane's let Rusty off the hook a bit there again. Rusty's played a bit of a safety there, just tried to get the black on and leave the white awkward, but as it is, he's left a pretty simple counter safety, I would say, for Dane. Just roll up to this yellow and put it in the path of the black. Dane's opted for the big attempted pot there. Didn't fancy the safety. Yeah, Rusty just got a nick on the black. Okay, all good. Never in doubt. Three, two to Mr. Wheeler.